Welcome to a demo of the Communication Scenario Editor asset and a how to use guide for the step-based assessment. The Communication Scenario Editor is a tool in which a domain expert can develop a communication scenario. A scenario consists of statement between a player and a virtual character in which a player chooses between various options. Each choice leads to a score and effects in virtual character. Here you see a sample dialogue between a computer and a player. A player statement is represented by multiple nodes following a computer node. That is again followed by a computer node and followed by multiple choices. Additionally, you can specify emotions and gestures for a virtual character, and that is configurable for a specific company and a game developer. The output of the editor is an XML file which follows a XML schema, and here you see a sample of such a scenario. The advantages of the editor is that it balances usability for a non-programming domain expert but also leaves expressiveness. It provides sequence, multiple player choices and conditionality in nodes. It works on web browsers, no need for an installation. It combines unique features which are not available in the existing editors. It has been field tested and it is configurable to a specific need of a game developer. Here you see that a conversation may be structured in a high level as subjects. Subjects at the same horizontal level are said to be interleaving, and it means that a player will get presented with statement choices from within these subjects without a predetermined order. That leads to variability and expressiveness. Furthermore, you have features like a jump point, which allows to switch between subjects. You have an early end of subject, which means let's say for a bad answer you can end the subject, and you can also end an entire scenario. These all lead to expressiveness. Then the other asset, the step-based assessment asset, it consists of a parser and a reasoner. It parses a scenario which follows the schema, and it reasons or provides information about the possibilities at each step in a scenario. This shows the schematic relation with the editor asset. A domain expert develops a scenario in the editor, output of which is an XML. A game developer can then parse this XML to generate a binary value, and this may be used at runtime to get the steps of a scenario and the options for each step. A game developer can parse a scenario and generate a binary representation, and this representation need not change until the scenario is changed, and the ID returned by this method can be used by the developer to reason a scenario. A reasoner is a set of API calls which are offered through JSON RPC. It has the method scenario info, which provides information of the metadata, examples that returns the initial state of the parameters for this scenario, and all first, which is used to step through the scenario and provides the next steps at each step of a scenario. Here you see an example of the usage. Here you have the statement choices, and under the hood you see that these have been returned by the reasoner. Some quality aspects: it has been intensively tested, built on a robust framework. It's open source, and we have performed load and reliability tests. I wish you all the best in using these assets.